virus poliomyelitis. You've never seen me, but I'm sure you've seen my shadow.
Not long ago, the threat of polio terrorized the country. This incurable disease was as frightening as AIDS is today because there was no defense against the virus that caused it. Children were especially vulnerable.
I feel very active today. I may even start an epidemic.
In 1952, during the worst polio epidemic in U.S. history, there were 58,000 cases, and 20,000 people were permanently paralyzed. Since the late 50s, almost every child has been vaccinated against polio.
Come on. Get it in there real good.
In this country, the disease has become almost non-existent. But 4-year-old Janae Schwartzlander is a rare exception. She has polio, a tragic consequence of the polio vaccine itself.
Okay, good. Now what do we do? What do we do now? You do it.
As Janae's case shows, vaccines carry some risk, and it's often not possible to protect society at large without sacrificing the health of a few.
There you go.
Like most children, Janae received her first dose of the oral polio vaccine when she was 2 months old. This is public health policy, even though the oral vaccine causes about 10 cases of polio a year.
People say, well, this only happens to 10 people a year. And when you compare that to the millions who get vaccinated every year, that isn't really so bad, that it's an acceptable risk. But if you're one of those 10, or your baby is one of those 10, then it might as well be 100%.
But isn't a rare case of polio caused by the vaccine a small price to pay to be saved from the ravages of this disease? Years ago, thousands of children were crippled for life. Other victims suffered paralysis of chest and breathing muscles and survived only in artificial respirators, iron lungs. Polio victims were severely disabled when the polio virus invaded the nervous system, causing paralysis and sometimes even death. People lived in dread of each polio outbreak.
Summer is my favorite season. I thrive on warm weather. This is what I've been looking for.
The virus is shed in human feces and saliva. Dirty hands, contaminated food, a sneeze could all be a source of infection. During the summer polio season, public places were closed or deserted, but there was no escape from the polio virus. Until 1955. Finally, an injectable vaccine was available, raising hopes that polio could at last be eradicated. 5 years later, the oral vaccine came on the market. Because it was so easy to administer, it came to be used almost exclusively and has successfully controlled the disease for over 25 years. But this medical triumph has an ironic legacy. Today, virtually the only cause of polio in this country is the oral vaccine itself. On a clear morning in November 1986, family and friends gathered for the funeral of Emil Johnson, a Kansas farmer who died of a heart attack at the age of 64. 11 years before, Johnson contracted polio from the oral vaccine given to his infant daughter. The child was unharmed, but Johnson was disabled by the disease, and it made surgery that might have saved his life impossible.
We now commit Emil's body to its resting place.